Okay, status of the pool. Back of the house, we had a problem with the gutters because the gutter guys, when they did the gutters on the balcony, that would be here, there, and all across there, they put their screws through the metal flashing, which you can actually see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can see that they got screws into that flashing, like right in there somewhere. So the waterproof guy, this was a critical detail in the house. Right from the beginning, I knew this would be a critical detail as far as water management. That is how to get water that's on the balcony off of the balcony and not have it run down the house, which would create problems, long-term problems. So one of the key issues is we've got this balcony section and that balcony section down there that are over living space. So getting that water management detail correct has been one of the major focuses, and the gutter guys did not help. So the waterproof guy who put down those stainless steel metal flashings and did all the waterproofing on the balcony need to take off the about a foot back of the balcony, the cement, and pull up the stainless steel flashings just at the edge, outer edge, and put new flashings down. And then the gutter guy can come behind. So the gutter guy's gonna have to take his gutters off. Gutter guy can then come back and put his gutters up underneath those flashings. Do not penetrate the flashings with any screws, and they're gonna re-secure their gutters to the stucco so that water falls off. There's no penetration in the stainless steel flashings, and it rolls down and all water goes into the gutters. And then all the water is taken away and none of it goes down by the house. All right, next door, we've got the guys, they just put Tyvek on top of OSB and just a plain house wrap. And then they're just putting the lath right on the top. So there's no drainage plane whatsoever. And that's the way the vast majority of all of the stucco is done in this area. Which, you know, probably be okay. Unless there's areas where you got some maybe sprinklers that are gonna get on the house, and then you could have some issues because the water that does get behind the stucco, not if, but when it gets behind the stucco, that is water, i.e. moisture or air, which has water, humidity in the air, will get behind the stucco and not have a way to get out. So one of the key issues in water management is not, you don't so much, now that there is, you don't so much try to prevent water from getting in places, but you make a way for water to get out. So with the sure cavity that we put in, any water that gets behind the stucco can easily get out. So the drip edge down at the bottom has big channels in it. That is right in here. Up underneath has big channels in it where water can get out. And then up at the top, I don't know if you can see this, but there is a gap. There is a gap in there of about 1/2 inch where air can get in and then come out. Air can get in there. So it's vented, it's fully vented. And the idea with that is water that does get behind the stucco can easily just run down and get out. All right, so that's kind of the end of it. Here's the neighbor's house. Wow, they're not lapping that black paper very much, are they? Jeez. Looks like it might be like 1 inch. Not a lot. Maybe it's more than I think. You can't see it. The neighbors just loaded their roof yesterday with their tile, Spanish round barreled tile. Not a big fan on how I think the back of the house looks great. I'm not a big fan of that single prison turret, and I'm not a big fan of how the side of the house looks like an apartment building. It's so long. And I don't know, there's no character to the side. But maybe they didn't care because it's the side of the house. They probably got some nice stuff on the side where the street is. Anyway, that's about it. This is where the sport court's going. We had to terrace down right here. Let me walk down here. Because we're trying to kind of figure out, we didn't want the sport court to be too high in the back here. Didn't want to have to do like some sort of a wall for the end of the sport court, but then we didn't want to have too many steps from the sport court up to the pool house, which is going to be over here. So anyway, it'll get sorted out.